ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow. Und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Ost gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Es bleiben im Raum Keitel, Jodl, Krebs und Burgdorf. Wir werden die im Norden und Osten bis an den äußeren Verteidigungsring vorstoßenden Sowjetverbände in einem rücksichtslosen, mit aller Kraft geführten Gewaltschlag zurückwerfen.
How you doing? My name is Joe Chevlin. I'm president of the Red Bank Local Postal Workers Union. I'm here to talk about the upcoming ratification of the collective bargaining agreement. As funny as I find these Hitler videos, these are serious times, and this matter is not funny. I'd like to talk about the reasons why we should vote no on this contract. To start with, it seems that the number one reason most employees or members want to not ratify or want to ratify the contract is because they're afraid to go to arbitration. Well, in the history of our process, there have been 5 arbitrated contracts, and each one we received tremendous salary increases. That is why yesterday, at the viability hearing before Congress, 2 members of the Board of Governors for the Postal Service stated that they did not want to go to arbitration because they were biased towards unions. Why would we not then want to go to arbitration? Before I get into the specifics of why I do not believe we want to ratify this contract, I'd like to state that this contract still has not been finalized. There are memos out there that are still being written and have still not been finalized, and you will get a ballot with a contract in the mail that is not a complete contract. What are we voting on if we do not have a finalized contract? The contract could be changed after you vote yes. So you must think about this before you cast your ballot. Now I'd like to go into the specifics of why I do not believe we should ratify this contract. My biggest problem with this contract is the creation of these new non-traditional full-time employees. These jobs are created to take away 8-hour workdays and 40-hour work weeks that unions have fought for years to establish so employees could work a 40-hour week within 5 days and create and get overtime anything over 8 hours in a day and 40 hours in a week. If the contract is ratified, this will go away. You will be forced, possibly, to work 48 hours in a week and only get paid overtime if you work above 12 hours in a day, or possibly you would only get paid overtime if you work over 10 hours in a day. You could be forced to work 12 to 10 hours a day with no overtime. I find this disgraceful based on what unions have done over the years and fought for. I would not give this back. I don't think anyone should. Another problem or issue with the non-traditional full-time employees are that in Function 4 offices or associate offices, management could create 30-hour-a-week jobs to have you work. Now, they cannot force a 40-hour full-time employee into those jobs, but then you become unassigned and have no job and face the possibility of excessing. They could hire new employees for these 30-hour-a-week jobs. Management could easily take 12 40-hour-a-week jobs and create 16 30-hour-a-week jobs and have no change in the hours that they were using presently in the office. As I previously stated, no employee who is a full-time 40-hour-a-week employee can be forced into a 30-hour-a-week job, but you may subject yourself to excessing. If you decide to take a 30-hour-a-week job and you are a FERS employee, you have just substantially reduced your pension, your matching funds from the Postal Service due towards your retirement, and the amount you put into your retirement. Also, there is no more guarantee of annual leave because that is up to 40 hours a week. you will earn less annual leave, and you will earn less sick leave if you only work 30 hours a week. So another reason to vote no on this contract is the fact that FERS employees will be reducing many of their benefits that we have fought for over the years. The fact that non-traditional full-time employee jobs that are created that are not 40 to 44-hour weeks, no full-time employee can be forced into those jobs. But if 30-hour-week jobs are created, or more than 44-hour-week jobs are created, then, and you do not take that job, you will be unassigned and face the possibility of accessing. Now, the contract allegedly says you cannot be accessed more than 40 or 50 miles. Well, that is not totally true. In unusual circumstances, management may access you more than 50 miles. Now, if they don't have enough jobs within 40 or 50 miles, that's an unusual circumstance, and they will access you. And there is a very good chance there will be no jobs within 40 or 50 miles. So the fact that a 40 or 50 mile restriction on accessing is in this proposed contract is absolutely not true. In the proposed tender agreement, management and union have agreed to hire a new class of employees called Postal Service Employee, PSEs, better known as glorified casuals. These employees are lower paid employees who can now do the work of the window in all associate offices as long as they don't work up to 40 hours a week. They will be hired to take the work that comes back into our clerk craft, our motor vehicle craft, and our maintenance craft, such as custodial jobs. There's so many more things that I could talk about with regards to why we should vote no on this proposed contract. But the most important thing is I implore you to read your contract, especially the back of the contract, the memorandums of understanding, which is new language within the contract. Anything that is in the black, bold lettering is new language to the contract. You must read it, make an informed decision, and once you do, I think you will agree with the people on this site and the people who are voting no on the ratification of this contract. I appreciate your time, and solidarity forever.
Jeder hat mich belogen, sogar die SS! Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge!
Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen...
Ihr seid Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager!
Was jetzt? Der Zeitpunkt ist da, wir sollten das Spektakel beenden.